Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Thursday, May 27th. We're going over today's news headlines here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So once again, I will put those links in. If you want to come in the video chat, we'll let you do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So let me send that up to let's go ahead and send that up to everyone. Okay, if you're on YouTube and Twitter, the link is posted already. So if you're on YouTube and Twitter, yeah, that's where it's at. Also, we'll go over to Facebook. Okay, all three networks, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, has the StreamYard link. If you want to come in, I just sent them. If you want to be a guest on the show, that would be fine. Just click that link, put your name in there, make sure everything is all set up and stuff like that. So let's go over some news headlines. Let's go over the SEC. Let's go over the baseball tournaments going on as we speak. College baseball games going on. The tournaments. Let's go through the scores. Going to go through the Southland baseball tournament first. We'll see what's happening over in Sugarland, Hammond, over in Hammond this year. Okay, top of the eighth, it is Sam Houston on top 5-4. That game's going on in the top of the eighth. That's in Hammond this year. Also, Northwestern State will take on UNO. Texas A&M Corpus Christi will take on Abilene Christian, and Southeastern will take on McNeese at 7:30. So all the games will be later on this evening for the Southland baseball tournament. So that's Southland baseball tournament going on in Hammond. So let's go. Let's see what's happening in the SEC. Okay, SEC baseball tournament game going on in the bottom of the fifth. It is Tennessee on top, 6-1. Also, other games later will be Georgia and Ole Miss, Alabama and Florida, and also Arkansas and Vanderbilt. So that is the games going on in the Southeastern Conference baseball tournament. So excuse the horses. I'm a little hoarse today. So if you hear my voice is not sounding good, so just excuse it. I've been having a cold and stuff like that. So please. Okay, let's go over to Sunbelt Conference scoreboard. Okay, games going on today will be Little Rock and South Alabama. Arkansas State will take on UT Arlington. Louisiana will take on Appalachian State. That game will be going on later. So that is in college baseball. Okay, let's give you an update on top 25 baseball going on this Thursday morning. Okay, up in Ruston, it is Florida Atlantic up 9-2. Also, other games going on later at 12:30 in Ruston will be Old Dominion will take on Middle Tennessee. Georgia will take on. We just went over that. The Big 12 tournament, it will be Texas Tech taking on TCU. Louisiana Tech will take on Southern Miss. That'll be at 8:30 tonight. Also in the ACC tournament will be Pittsburgh taking on North Carolina State. And let's see, other games will be Oregon State taking on Stanford. UCLA will take on Arizona State. Also, Cal will take on Oregon. Dixie State will take on Arizona. San Diego will take on Gonzaga. And at 9 p.m. will be Arkansas taking on Vanderbilt. So that games will be going on later on this evening. So So, all right, that is your scoreboard update for college baseball. Okay, let's go over to the SB Nation network. SB Nation. See what's happening on SB Nation. Okay, SB Nation. We're gonna go through this. I definitely want to talk about this right here. A fan threw popcorn at Russell Westbrook as he left the locker room. Don't be like that guy. Dump popcorn on Russell Westbrook. Look, he did went down with an ankle injury. Look, people's got to realize, look, this guy busts his ass time and time and time and time again just to be in the NBA. But you got these morons that throw popcorn at people because they have an ankle injury. Give me a fucking break. Are you kidding me? This is what gets me so infuriated with these fans, the way they act. So that's what they did yesterday. So the fan poured popcorn on the Russell Westbrook's head, was increased. Restrained by members of the staff. So that's what happened. So
fans, come out and cheer, come out and boo, yell all you want. We encourage that. This is just plain stupidity. Somebody pouring some popcorn, and any athlete, being Westbrook or whomever.
That's like I said. That is the reason why we have these people. They just don't get it. I mean, what is the problem with these people? What is wrong with these people? When you got them throwing popcorn at a player that just absolutely made headway this year. I mean, look, if he's injured and all that, don't take it out on him. I mean, because like I said, look, when you got these people that they don't have no common sense, they just go to these games just to be dumb and stupid. And that was dumb, and that was absolutely stupid right there. Philadelphia fans booed the Santa Clara. So that's one thing you don't do. You don't do stuff like that. You don't do stupid stuff like that. You really don't. That's what gets me angry, and it's so infuriated with people that acts like a fool when they go to these basketball games. I mean, look, Russell Westbrook, sure, he got an ankle injury. I mean, look, but the truth of the matter is, you think he's a goddamn robot. That's what you think. That's what these fans think, that he's got to be a robot for them. That ain't going to happen. So once again, this is from SB Nation. Go to sbnation.com. That's sbnation.com. So that they need to ban his ticket. They said Sham says statement. Philadelphia 76ers guy who dumped popcorn, Russell Westbrook, his season tickets was revoked and he was banned from. Yes, I think he should be banned. But you're gonna have these people on there crying wolf. Oh, what did he ban him for? Yeah, dude. I mean, look, when he does something that's stupid and that dumb, you need to be banned. You need to have your tickets revoked. Just like they pour beer on some of the players that don't play good and stuff like that. Look, if you go to a game, look, and you're pissed off, well, don't even go to a fucking game. Stay at home, go to a damn bar and watch it in a bar room. But don't go to the damn stadium and just pour popcorn on the Russell Westbrook. You got to be kidding me. So once again, this is from SB Nation, go to sbnation.com. Let's see what else we have. Okay, John Morant is proving his stardom on the NBA stage. So that's what they're discussing right there. So he had, after his tough second season, John Morant is looking like a star in the NBA playoffs. So that's something right there. Playing consistent basketball for Memphis Grizzlies. So I think he's going to be a star of the future and beyond. So once again, this is from SB Nation. Go to sbnation.com. That's sbnation.com. Okay, Utah gets decisive victory in Game 2 over the Memphis Grizzlies. That Donovan Mitchell is pretty good, so that's what they're talking about in this article. Last night's game between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Utah Jazz. So that's Donovan Mitchell. Rudy Gobert had 21 points in the game along with Donovan Mitchell. So that was in yesterday's game. So this is the article from the so I'll be honest with you, Utah can make a significant run in the playoffs. I think they will make a significant run when it comes down to it. So once again, this is from SB Nation. Go to sbnation.com. That's sbnation.com. Okay, reports relationship between Julio Jones and Falcons deployed for years. So it looks like they had bad relationship with Julio Jones, and so hopefully Julio Jones will find him another squad, a team that'll pick him up. So that's probably going to happen sooner rather than later. This is from the Falcoholics. This is one of the covers the Atlanta Falcons. Once again, that's you can follow the SB Nation. Okay, remember to be a good sports fan as arenas open back up. So that's what they're saying. I think they got the right message for NBA fans. I mean, that's something like right there. You got to, you got to be classy when you go to these games, because to be honest with you, look, these athletes bust their butt every damn day to just give you a good product. So once again, this is from Don't Be a Sore Winner. So once again, this is from SB Nation. Go to sbnation.com. That's what else we have here. Okay, NBA playoff predictions. One big question from each Western Conference series. So that's what they're talking about in this article. Okay, Jazz versus Grizzlies previewing prediction preview. Offensive efficiency for Utah is 116. They're ranked 4th. Also, the Grizzlies are ranked 15th. Now, the Grizzlies are ranked 3rd in defensive efficiency, and also they're ranked 7th. So the Grizzlies ranked 7th, and the Jazz is ranked 3rd. Now, net rating, the Jazz are ranked 1st, and the Grizzlies are ranked 9th. So that's the predictions that's going into this series. Jazz will probably win it in 4. I think they most likely will win it in 4. Also, the Lakers and Suns predictions. This is another one. The series is 2-1. Phoenix won the last 2 matchups against the LA Lakers, so they're going to be picked. Lakers are it's 3-1, so Lakers will win in 5. Some says it's 6, some says it's 6, and then another one says 7 games for the Phoenix Suns. Now Portland and Denver. It's another series. It's probably going to go down to the wire as well. So it's another series going down to the wire. So they have Nuggets winning in 7. This guy has Nuggets. This guy has Nuggets. So it's all across the board will be Nuggets. So I think the Nuggets will win this series big time. Now, Dallas and the LA Clippers. This is another one. The series is 2-1. Dallas won the first and last series meetings in LA. So the Clippers Nations have Clippers winning. Ricky O'Donnell has the Clippers winning in 5, and also Sidney Murray has 6. So once again, this is from SB Nation. Go to sbnation.com. Okay, let's go through the Eastern Conference picks. Okay, this came out a couple of days ago. This is a couple of days old, so we won't go through those. Okay, Kyle Kuzma wants to help the Lakers on offense without forcing shots. So Kyle Kuzma has scored 2 points in 38 minutes. So that was in yesterday's game against the Phoenix Suns. That was on Tuesday night against the Phoenix Suns. So I think Kyle Kuzma will be a legitimate backup for this team. So I think if he can do what he does, then all systems are go. So once again, this is from the Lakers blog, Silver Screen. You can follow them on SB Nation. Okay, how Jonas Valanciunas stand the dunker spot without standing still. So that's what they're talking about in this article. That's Jonas Valanciunas with the Memphis Grizzlies. So we'll show you how he does it. So this is what he does. He goes in. Nice little shot right there. So it's a pretty good shot going into the so this is one of his offensive series right here. He passed it, and then he goes to the lane, makes a nice little shot right there. And then pass it to Valanciunas again. He just goes in and just makes an easy shot. So he makes it easy. He makes it absolutely easy. This was against the Pelicans. Valanciunas knocks down those shots pretty consistent. So they went on a 17-5. Detroit went on a 17-5 score run, but that shot was pretty good. So that's the reason why Valanciunas can make those shots. He can just stand right there in that middle without getting bumped or anything and just make an absolutely good shot. No question asked. So once again, this is from SB Nation. Go to sbnation.com. Okay, if you want to come in and talk about anything in the world of sports, you can do that. Okay, looks like we covered most of the Okay, let's go through this. Okay, 3 observations for the Mavericks. 127-121 win in Game 2 versus the Clippers. So let's give you those 3 observations. Okay, the 3 observations. Dallas, Leonard, and George one-on-one in all games. So that was Leonard playing George in the games. Now the Mavericks role players show up again, so that's definitely Max Kluber with 13 points. Also, 3-point shooting. What's the difference in both games? Mavericks shot 47% from deep. The Clippers shot 27%. So game 2, they just shot 39% from 3-point range. So that's another factor right there for the Dallas Mavericks. So once again, this is from Mavs Moneyball. Follow them at Mavs Moneyball. There with the cover the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, Nets put out a statement blowing out the Celtics 130-108 in that game last night. So that was in game number 2 of the NBA playoffs. Nets delivered a statement win in a 130-108 victory. Joe Harris exploded the first quarter with his performance. Stuff in the box score and with his short shooting, he went 9 for 14. Yeah, he went 9 for 14 at 25 points in the game yesterday. So also Harris had a lead. Kevin Durant was also strong as well. He had 26 points. He also had 8 of 12 shooting. He also went 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. 19 minutes. Now, Brooklyn players finished. That was Urban and double figures. Urban, Sharman, Blake Griffin. So that was in the game yesterday versus the Boston Celtics. So game 3, we're pretty sure it'll be this week. So this is some of the highlights right here.
I got it. Yeah, I got it too, Sarah. He's trying to sneak down there.
Tatum misses on the drive. This is a 5-on-4. Man-up advantage for Brooklyn. Joe Harris.
So Joe Harris knocks down a 3 in that game versus the Boston Celtics. Now this was the halftime numbers in their game yesterday. So once again, this is more highlights. So nice little dunk right there by Blake Griffin. Now Blake Griffin on
Think about that. I focus on the team being the best that they can be and improvement. How do they get better every day? Griffin, the hammer.
So Griffin, I'm gonna tell you, that man. That guy's got some charismatic. Okay, Brooklyn had herself best first half in the season. So that was in the first half. Now, okay, this was Joe.
Durant running. Thought about it. Find the open man. Joe Harris got a three.
So Joe Harris knocks down the three in the game versus Brooklyn. That was in the first quarter. Also, this was the big finish. We'll show you the big finish highlights.
Not make a shot in the second half. They went 2 of 13 from three-point territory after halftime. Griffin the roll.
So Griffin gets a nice little dunk in the game. So Griffin gets an absolutely nice little dunk. So James Harden, let's see what James Harden did in this game. So he knocks down an excellent three. Pow. Excellent three by James Harris. By James Harden. James Harden, excuse me. James Harden. Sorry about that. James Harden. Okay, the next one is so Griffin gets a nice little dunk right there. So so that was the reason why they won their basketball game. So let's hear what Coach Steve Nash had to say.
Michael, before I answer the question, I just want to acknowledge, it's been a year since the tragic killing of George Floyd. We as a league, and especially as an organization, are steadfast in our commitment to social justice causes, and the Sy family has been unbelievable in their endeavor to help in this area of our society. So just wanted to say my condolences to his family, that social justice is a very, very important issue in our country and in our world. It's about education, conversation, and action. And the more people that are talking about it, that are educating themselves on it, and they're finding a way to get more active, is only going to help us have a better country, better society, better community, and have more love for one another. So I just wanted to take a moment to say that, because it has been, I think, a spark in what's been a positive movement. However, for hundreds of years of negative activity. So I just wanted to now let the moment go without saying something that I thought was really appropriate, and that we have to continue to find hope and breathe hope into our communities through education, communication, and action.
So once again, Steve Nash talking about last night's game, also the George Floyd death 1 year ago. So this is from SB Nation. Go to sbnation.com. It's sbnation.com. Let's see what else we can talk about. It looks like we got most of it covered. So we will move along. And we'll go over to Quest City Sports. Okay, Quest City Sports. It's a site devoted to local sports here in the New Orleans region. So they talk about LSU, Tulane, Saints, UNO, and many more. So follow Quest City Sports at questcitysports.com. Okay, LSU Alabama won't feature CBS primetime this season. So it looks like LSU, the famous LSU game versus Alabama will not be on primetime this season. So it's probably going to be unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's show you the this is from Richard Dietrich. We'll show you his the schedule. So I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share screen and we'll share it. Okay, this is the SEC football schedule for 2021. September 11th, Air Force will take on Navy. That'll be on CBS Sports. Also, Alabama and Florida will be on CBS Sports as well. Be at 3:30. Boise State will take on Utah State. SEC game of the week will be on CBS. Also, October 2nd, SEC game of the week, SEC game of the week again. So Georgia and Florida will be on at 3:30 on October 30th. November 6th, we'll have so LSU will not be featured in that primetime game. So that is on the list right here. So that's unfortunate, but it is. It is what it is. Okay, it will set aside. It'll be the West between on November 6th. It will be on. It will be set aside for the Army Air Force game. That'll be on in the morning. But it will be a traditional before the traditional 2:30 game. So it will be a 2:30 game this year. It's not going to be a primetime game. So once again, this is from Crest City Sports. Go to crestcitysports.com. Okay. LSU's Corey Xavier Perez headlines the Louisiana Sports Writers All Tennis Team. Congratulations to these individuals that made the tennis team. This is from Kendall Chaplin. You can follow them at Crest City Sports at crestcitysports.com. So that is the all Louisiana tennis teams. There are some from LSU, some from UNO, some from ULL. Also, second team. You got 4 players from LSU, 2 from UNO. Now, the only Southeastern player is this guy right here. So it's so he's going to be he's on the second team. So that's so once again, this is from Quest City Sports. Go to questcitysports.com. Okay, Louisiana Tech will have 4 games on CBS Sports Network. So it looks like Tech will get their national exposure on CBS Sports Network. So the first couple of games, they will take on SMU, Old Dominion, UAB, and Southern Miss will be broadcast on CBS Sports Network. That's Louisiana Tech. Then we'll have a road game on CBS Sports Network against Old Dominion. So that is the Louisiana Tech games that's going to be on TV. Also, Louisiana Tech football schedule. September 4th, we'll have Mississippi State, Southeastern, SMU, North Texas, North Carolina State bye on October 9th. Also, they'll take on UTSA. That will be either UTEP on the 16th and UTSA on its 23rd. So that's their schedule. So once again, this is from Quest City Sports. So let's see what else we have. So this is from Quest City Sports. Go to QuestCitySports.com. That's QuestCitySports.com. Okay, we'll go through, let's see. Fansider. Let's go look and see what's happening on the Fansider network. Okay, the match returns. Brady and Phil Nicholson, Aaron Rodgers, and Bryson DeChambeau will competing in a golf tournament. So it's going to be those stars that's going to be that will be on TNT. That will be 4. That'll be a 5 Eastern, 4 Central game. Golf. The last May they went at it and raised over $20 million. So I think it's a good. It's called a match that'll be on July the 6th. That'll be up in Montana. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. That's fansider.com. Okay, college football playoff extension isn't the answer to fix college football. Well, I think it is. I'll be honest with you. I absolutely think it is. I think it is a fix because look, if you're going to have the best 4 teams in college football, why don't you have the best 8 or 16 teams going into the playoffs? That would be a great extension, but people don't. But like I said, it's all about this right here. That's what it's all about. It's not going to happen. It will never happen in the near future. I mean, look. I mean, if you could put those like the FCS. The FCS has 20 teams going into the playoffs. They have 8 at-large bids that could be set up for those teams that could be that will make the top 8. If they make the top 8, they will get those at-large bids. There'll be 8 of them. So I think college football playoffs should absolutely be expanded. I'm 100% for it. I'm 100. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. Okay, Knicks fans celebrate outside of MSG like they just won the finals. So yeah, that's what they're doing, celebrating just like they won the finals. But the truth of the matter is, like in reality, they didn't win nothing yet. So So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. Mm-hmm. Okay, John Morant climbs Mount Rudy Gobert and anticipating to get to the rim. So this is Rudy Gobert's block of the year. So let's show you the highlights. Rudy Gobert, I'm gonna tell you, that was a great block right there by Rudy Gobert to get the ball back for the Utah Jazz. So I think that was a great block. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. Okay, NBA Twitter lost their mind after Knicks won their first, got their first playoff win since 2013. So that was amazing. So that they just absolutely just went off on a fucking nutshell. So this is some of the pictures from Dan Levitor's show with Stugas. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. Okay, Astro Security steals Dodgers fans sign, trolling the Astros for stealing signs. So that's what they did. But like I said, look, that's their right. That's their right. What they do and stuff like that. I mean, that's their absolute right. I mean, look, if they want to do bring a sign to the game, that's fine. That's fine. But the truth of the matter is, look, that security guard should have never stole those people's signs. Absolutely should have never stole the LA Dodgers fans sign. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. Okay, this is from the big league. Dodger fans brawl with Astros fans in Houston. So that was stupid right there. That was an absolute ridiculous thing what he done. I mean, that right there goes to show you how idiotic these people are in society. I mean, when they fight like that, look, that's dumb. You don't do that at a baseball game and get yourself put on national TV or put on social media. I mean, they do this. I'll be honest with you. They do this just because they want to impress their friends and all that. Look, I mean, look, when you go to a baseball game, you shouldn't be doing stupid stuff like that. You shouldn't be doing a lot of stupid, idiotic, astonomic stuff that that could cost you, yourself getting thrown out of the ball game, or worse, not going to the game ever again. So I think I don't condone this. I really don't condone this. Absolutely don't condone this. So once again, this is from the Big League. Go to thebigleague.com. Okay, MLB bans former Mets manager, pitching coach Mickey Callaway. So this came out 19 hours ago. So he also is the pitching coach for the Angels. So Mickey Callaway is no longer going to be in Major League Baseball. So he is banned through the 2022 season. So that's unfortunate for somebody like that to get banned, but it is what it is. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. Okay, Mike Shield blasts Joe West for Jabani Gales' hat drama. So it looks like it's another situation, not a petty situation by these players and stuff like that. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. It's fansider.com. Okay, Corey Kluber to miss time with injury, so it looks like he is going to be out. Corey Kluber with the New York Yankees, so that's bad news for Yankees fans in general. So it looks like their pitcher is going to be out with an injury. The MRI says revealed a strain in Kluber's subcarpal muscle that was a rotator cuff. So looks like he damaged his rotator cuff. So that is unfortunate for Corey Kluber to be injured like that, but it is what it is. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. See what else we could talk about here. Okay, Cowboys hire former Giants coach Ben McAdoo as a consultant. So it looks like he's going to be going over to Dallas to be a consultant with the Dallas Cowboys offense. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. That's fansider.com. Okay, Alex Smith blasts the Packers for disrespecting Aaron Rodgers. So it looks like Alex Smith is chiming in about Aaron Rodgers. So that's unfortunate for Aaron Rodgers in the Packers. But Alex Smith is definitely chiming in. So let's go ahead and place a few clips from.
It's inexcusable. It's absolutely in it. I think.
What do you mean?
How they ever got to this point? I mean, Aaron's been there 16 years. What he's given to that organization and been there, and for them, I think to what happened last year during the draft, and I haven't talked to Aaron about this, so I don't want to put words in his mouth, but clearly to watch the interview and him talk about it's about the people. And it is, and Aaron's been there that long, and I don't think it was the fact that they drafted Jordan Love in the first round. I mean, I think it's the fact that how do you have a guy like Aaron and you don't go make sure beforehand you aren't going out of your way to make sure that he knows that he's loved, that they want him there, that we may be taking a quarterback in the first round. We want to make sure you're okay with it. This is maybe what we're doing. We're thinking, I mean, how you haven't treated him the right way leading up to that, and the fact that, from my understanding, it's kind of like it was a bit of an unknown, a bit blindsided. You go from potentially thinking you may be taking a receiver, you're thinking you're a move away from the Super Bowl,
Right.
And then blindsided with a pick. I just don't understand an organization. How you haven't addressed that beforehand when you make a move like that, and really made sure that everything is tightened up and everybody's feeling good about that. Because if it's not, you're not doing it. In my opinion, you're just not. It's just not the way you run a business. It's not the way you're treating people. 16 years this guy's been there. You were on the doorstep of the Super Bowl, and you don't go out of your way to communicate that and to show that he's, that, hey, you're wanted. This may be something we're doing. Sorry. And, but like you don't make sure that everybody's on the same page and feeling good about that. I think, it's not just football. That's any business or team.
Yeah. Did Kansas City give you a heads up on Mahomes?
Yes, without a doubt. With 100%. That's something that was talked about throughout the draft process, not just by Coach Reed, everybody involved in the personnel department. Yeah. And I'm talking multiple times. Hey, this really might be something we're doing. Are you okay with it? This is going to be the situation. There were no surprises. I mean, it was absolutely laid out for me. And I think that all helps, that when that stuff's communicated, it does make a difference how you treat people.
Yeah, that's true what he's saying. That's how they should treat him better. They should treat Aaron Rodgers better. So plain and simple. What Alex Smith has explained to Colin Cowherd. So once again, this is from Fansided. Go to fansided.com. That's fansided.com. It looks like I'm gonna wrap it up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. Sorry about like I said once again about my throat. My throat's I've been hoarse, so sorry that sounded a little ratchy, but it's we'll get, once I get better, I'll be fine. I'll be back to regular normal. We'll probably see y'all tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I can do it. So up to it. If I'm up to it, we'll do it. If I'm not, I'll probably do it at night. So everybody have a good rest of your Thursday, and we'll be back once again tomorrow. Hopefully we will.